And welcome in, everybody. Glad you're with us. We've got the American League Championship Series on the show. It's the Seattle Mariners taking on the Baltimore Orioles. Alongside Chris Singleton, I'm John Shambi. It's been quite a series so far, and the excitement's only ramping up as we get ready for Game 5.
Well, being down 3-1, calling it a do-or-die game is no exaggeration, but these situations tell us a lot about a team's character, and for some teams, it brings out their absolute best, but for others, can kind of prove to be an overwhelming scenario to face, and so we'll see how they show up here today.
And we'll also get to see what kind of killer instinct they have on the other side. Some teams can get a little too relaxed when they're so comfortably in the driver's seat. First pitch coming at you right after the break. About to get started here. And our pitcher tonight, Dean Kramer. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, he comes at hitters with a 5-pitch mix, so for him, it's always interesting to see how he utilizes those weapons. He may lean on 1 or 2 pitches depending on how things are going and how things are working, but if he can control 4 or even 5 of those offerings, look out, hitters. It's going to be a tough day. He's really going to be able to keep those guys off balance.
Victor Robles leading things off and takes a strike. And he grounds one to the right side. Mateo whips it to first. And a quick out, number 1. And now we check out the Mariners lineup. And now for Seattle, Ryan Bliss. Bliss in his second season, batting second in today's lineup, and he's been on a good run at the plate, hitting over 300 in his last 10 games. Hit in the air, right field. Cowser hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Two down, bases empty. Julio Rodriguez up next for the Mariners. Just missed.
Ball 1, no strikes.
Two down, nobody on. And makes the play, and that's out number 3. And 1, 2, 3 go the Mariners. Orioles due up in the first, no score. You're watching the American League Championship Series on the show. Back here in Baltimore, today's starting pitcher, Ryan Wu.
Try to stay back for that power changeup. Speed differential between the fastball and the changeup is huge. Hitters, they have a hard time staying back.
Here's Adley Rutschman. In for a strike, 0-1. And he deals. That's in there, and it's 0-2.
All right, now, he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point, he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just blown away in that at-bat. 3 fastballs, all strikes. He wasn't even able to foul one off. There's not much you can take away from an at-bat like that as a hitter other than maybe there's something wrong with your eyes. Got to have better timing on the fastball next time.
Here's Tyler O'Neill. That just misses. 1-0.
Counts 1-0.
One out, bases empty. And that one is in for a strike at 95. And the count 1-1.
Wow, that's 89 on the gun, and it's a changeup. It's like good hitting if you're looking for it, but because of the speed differential between the fastball and that pitch, really hard for a hitter to get on time with it. That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
Two outs, bases empty. And now 2-0.
Looks really sharp at the start of this one. This is how it's going to be today. It's going to be a tough one for this lineup.
Next pitch misses. And now 3-0. And there's the automatic. In the air, out towards left center. Rodriguez makes the catch, inning over. Scoreless after one. Game 5 of the ALCS. And here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh.
You know, Raleigh made history in 2023. He had a game with 2 home runs and 6 RBIs, becoming the first catcher in Mariners history to do that.
Fastball for a strike.
Speaking of dingers, he's the second fastest to 50 home runs in Seattle history. Only A-Rod needed fewer games.
Fair ball. So up next, Luke Raley. That one's in there. 0-1. That's inside.
That's off the plate.
And now the count is even. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Back there. One down. Now it's Randy Arozarena. And that's in there for strike one.
That's a great take right there. Even though it's a strike, with the situation, runner on first base, you want to keep the ball off the ground. And you swing at that pitch, most likely you roll into a double play.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And there's 2 away.
Boog, if you can set up a good 2-strike splitter with the fastball on the previous pitch, it's going to be so tough to recognize and adjust your swing to get a piece of it. Clearly had him reaching for it right there.
And now it's Rowdy Tellez. Off the plate, ball 1. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first here in Game 5 of the ALCS. Just missed.
No, he's really working him away this at bat. Sometimes take a little bit off velocity, try to get a rollover, something on the ground, stay away from that big hole on the right side of the infield.
Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Swing and a hard hit grounder to third, and it stays fair. Coming home. He'll score easily.
Always feels good when you come through and get your team on the board first. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done.
So, runner at second, 2 down. Now the third baseman, Austin Shenton. Drilled out towards left center field. That one back. And out of here. A 2-run shot, and they add to the lead. It's 3-0. He only needed 1 swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. That's an impressive swing of the bat to go over the wall to the opposite field gap. And, you know, there are a lot of guys that just don't have the pop to do that, and probably just as many who don't have the approach either. He let that ball travel, and he got great extension on the follow-through to drive it out of here.
The batter now, Jorge Polanco. Whoa, they threw that one behind him. Two gone, base is empty, but 3 runs across here at the top of the second. Fastball catches the corner at the knees.
1 ball, 2 strikes. Ball 2. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
That one hit to right. Cowser under it. Hauls it in to end the inning. 2 come in on this Seattle homer. It's now 3-0. This is the American League Championship Series on the show. Bottom half of inning number 2, and now it's Ahmed Rosario. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
A 3-0 lead is great, but you can't get too comfortable. Got to stay aggressive, keep attacking hitters, try to cruise through this ball game.
Next offering is in for a strike. Chris, you and I have gotten to work some memorable postseason games together. One I look back on 2013 ALCS Game 2, the David Ortiz Grand Slam. There's a strike, 95 of that one.
For me, Boo, the game I remember is us calling the 2014 AL wildcard game. The Kansas City Royals hosting the Oakland A's. The Royals come from behind to win in extra innings and move on to the division series. They had such a great run that it ended up in the World Series, losing to the San Francisco Giants.
That is it. The right fielder.
And now, Colton Cowser. That one finds the zone. That's strike one.
If he doesn't get a knock right here, that pitch he just took is going to eat at him for a while. You might not see another pitch like that from a top-level guy like this.
Pitch misses, and 1-1. That one in there across the letters.
Looked pretty good as far as being in the strike zone, but I'm sure as a hitter, not too good with where it was located. Very top of the strike zone, middle away.
Chopper to second. Polanco fires to first on the run. Got him! Nice play. Two outs, base is empty. So next to hit for Baltimore, Cedric Mullins. Mullins matched a homer in his last game.
Ball, that's high.
Close, but called a ball. 2-1.
One strike.
Just
Outside,
missed.
that's a ball.
First pitch strike from the pitcher, but then no panic at all by the hitter. Very patient, showing good discipline. Now he's in the driver's seat with the 3-1 count.
And a breaking ball drops in for a strike.
3-2.
Swung on, belted. Arozarena going back. Going, gone. His sixth of the series, and they're on the scoreboard. It's 3-1. That's his third straight game with a homer, Singy.
This dude is on fire, Boo. These kinds of streaks just don't come around too often. That's the exact definition of hitting the ball where it's pitched, taking that outside fastball and driving it the opposite way out of the ballpark. You want to bottle that type of approach.
Base is empty with 2 away. And now, Jordan Westburg. First pitch, not close. And another ball. Woo! Maybe a little less aggressive on the mound right now after that home run, Chris.
Yeah, it seems that way. You know, pitchers, they can come out, feel good, but then all of a sudden get touched up a little bit, and they start trying to throw instead of pitch. They're not trusting their stuff. Looks like he thinks that should have been a strike at the top of the zone, but doesn't seem to be too upset. That's just a case where I think he's trying to get a better feel for the umpire's strike zone and what he's going to be calling. That's just a part of pitching.
Yeah, there's ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a 2-out RBI, and those are the best. That is, if you are the offensive side of it.
Well, he's been good for the most part. Is it going to take someone going out to the mound to maybe refocus him a bit?
Well, partner, every pitcher's a little different. I liken it to you. Sometimes you come in and you're not as focused, and I kind of do what it takes to get you on track, and then you have a great show. So perhaps it's the same with him. Nobody really wants their rhythm broken up, but sometimes they need a little pick-me-up.
Now move to first. Mountcastle with a homer in his last game. Out to center. Rodriguez heads towards it. That is the inning. But not before they're able to draw closer with this blast. And this is now a 3-1 ball game. And we're back. And now it's Victor Robles up to hit. Kramer back to work. Swing and a base hit. Man aboard on the leadoff single. Ryan Bliss up next for the Mariners. He's 0 for 1. Swing and a liner foul off to the right.
Well, these Mariners doing a good job of simply getting the bat on the ball in this game, and the numbers back that up. They're hitting everything thrown at them. Their contact rate is in the low 90s. It's like they know what's coming, and that's just pretty ridiculous what they're doing right now. Those numbers are well above the major league average.
The shortstop takes a ball.
1 ball, 2 strikes to count.
Foul tip into the mid, struck him out.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. He's 0 for 1. Just missed.
Counts 1-0.
Robles leads off first with 1 away.
Ball.
And a swing and a miss.
As a hitter, you got to learn something from that pitch. You clearly wasn't timed up on the fastball. In a 2-0 count, you have to be ready to do damage.
And that's in for a strike. That one misses. And that's ball 3.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only 1 away.
Everything came together for him. Just kept it simple. Played pepper with the middle of the infield and took it back where it came from, and there's just no one there to knock it down.
Cal Raleigh up next for the Mariners. 1 for 1 with a single and a run scored so far. And that's in for a strike.
0-1's the count.
That one ripped. And it bangs off the foul pole. Home run. And they boost their lead. It's 6-1.
Off the bat, it looked like it had plenty of distance, but there was just no telling if it was going to stay fair. I mean, he really hooked that thing down the right field line, but good thing that big pole was there to let us know. Could have very easily just been...
Raley avoids the first pitch for ball 1.
Pretty smart not to serve something up for him right there. He's really good at hitting the first pitch.
And that one cutting but missing down low. On the ground to the left. And foul ball. Still only one out here in the inning. Swing and a ground ball, and that one gets through into center field. So man aboard. Now the left fielder, Randy Arozarena, struck out swinging his first time. In there for strike one. Sharp grounder. That's through for a base hit. Throw into third. He's in there. Runners in the corners here. One away. And now here is Rowdy Tellez. Rowdy swings and gets a hold of one. Deep to right. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add to their lead. It's 9-1. That's their third home run of the game.
They're having a lot of fun at the plate in this one. They've got the long ball working for them on autopilot. Well, he went up there 0-0 looking to do damage. I think he had his sights set on that pitch. He went and got it and circled the bases.
Austin Shenton digs in now. He's already homered here in this one. Ouch.
Timeout. That ball got him.
Oh, nowhere to go on that one. Just squared him up right in the back.
Jorge Polanco up next for the Mariners. Flied to right his first time. That one close, ruled a ball. And that's ball one.
Well, the good thing so far is that he hasn't issued any free passes. Unfortunately, they're making pretty good contact. So not getting the swings and misses and making that defense work behind it.
That one ripped right center field. Mullins ranging back onto the track, and he makes the catch. Back to the top of the Seattle order. Here's Victor Robles. 1 for 2. Just missed. And he grounds one back up the middle. They take the force out, and they're happy to just get off the field after that frame. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. And this is now a 9-1 ball game. Back now at Oriole Park, and stepping in is the speedy Jorge Mateo. In there for a strike at the top of the zone.
This is one of those times when you want to be aggressive. Go ahead and pitch to contact. Let the defense work behind you. You've got a nice, comfortable lead. Don't try to be too fine.
That's in there, and that's strike 2.
I understand you want to try to gauge that guy's fastball, but you also have to be aggressive and ready to hit in your zone. Now you're in a tough spot.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Hard hit left side. Throw pulls him off the bag, and he's safe.
Well, I definitely think the speed down the line played a factor on that throw. He had more time than he thought, but As a fielder, the speed of the game and the speed of the runner sometimes can get in your head, and he just rushed it and failed to make a clean throw.
So the batting order turns over. Now the Orioles catcher, Adley Rutschman, struck out swinging his first time. Mateo runs. Ball outside. Throw. Save. Singy, he definitely showed off the wheels there.
Yeah, and it turned out to be a bang-bang play. StatCast gives us the data, and that stolen base wasn't possible without that sprint speed.
Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Touches down. That's a hit. Run comes in from second. It's an RBI single, and it's 9-2.
Well, that was a great job of letting that runner steal second base, get into scoring position, come through with the base knock. You add a run.
Next to hit, Tyler O'Neill. He struck out swinging at his first at-bat. Swing and a foul out of play. Nobody out, runner at first. Next offering is fouled back. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. That misses the zone, and that's ball one. That one lifted to left, and it falls. And now two aboard.
Well, he wasn't afraid to hit with two strikes. I think he choked up a little bit, maybe spread out, but he got the job done right there.
Gunnar Henderson, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. On the ground right side, 4. Throws to first. One gone, bottom of the third inning. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Ahmed Rosario. Fly to left his first time. Bunts it back towards the pitcher. The throw to first. And there's two away. Colton Cowser, the next to hit for the Orioles. That one fouled off. Line drive, and that's a fair ball. One run is in. Another scores. 2 runs in on the play. It's now 9-4.
Nicely done. Brings home 2. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball. Could be a chance here for them to start clawing back into this ball game.
And now the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. He's already homered in this game. Hit weakly on the ground, and it goes just foul. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Bliss. He's there. He's got it. And that ends the inning. But 3 score in the inning. 2 of them on this 2-run double. It's now 9-4. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Ryan Bliss. First pitch just misses. Inside, just missed. And a swing and a line drive into right field. And there's a hit. And the leadoff man aboard. And up next for Seattle, Julio Rodriguez. Grounder might be 2. To second, there's 1. How about that double play?
Well, a very fast developing play right there. No margin for error. Nice double play on a fast runner up the line.
Two down, bases empty. Here's the catcher, Cal Raleigh. Swing and a high fly ball to left. O'Neill under it. Brings it in for the 3rd out. 1 hit in the inning, but nothing more than that. And midway in the 4th, it's the M's 9 and the O's 4. Back here in Baltimore, bottom of the inning, here's the 3rd baseman, Jordan Westburg. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
And that's in for a strike. And it's 1-1.
Cold night like tonight, last thing you want to do as a hitter is get jammed or even off the end. Trying to find that sweet spot on the bat. Tell you what, you're going to be trying to catch things out front. So off-speed pitches may be a good complement to that fastball.
Next offering is in for a strike. Just misses with that one. Swing and he breaks his bat. And there's 1 down.
Going to have a little more discipline in future at bats. That pitch looked good, but you can't hit it. It was just too high in the zone. You usually see a swing and miss or weak contact in the infield.
Here's Ryan Mountcastle. Fastball for a strike. Mountcastle in his 6th season, 28 years old, a former 1st-round pick back in 2015. Bases empty, 1 away here in Game 5 of the ALCS. Just off the outside edge, and now it's even 1-1. Swings here and drives one well left field, way back, and you can forget it. That'll fire up the dugout. It's 9-5. That one just sounded different.
And it might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I can feel that swing from the booth. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
So 1 out, nobody on. And next for the Orioles, Jorge Mateo. Right through there for a strike. And misses inside.
That's ball 2.
One out, base is empty, and a run in. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Splits the plate. It's 2-2. Battling here as he fouls it away.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Out to short. Throws to first in time.
Well, he's one of the best shortstops in the sport, no doubt about it. And he put his skills on display once again right there. Great stop on the backhand, but it was the transfer and throw for me that really stood out. With the speed going down the line, there's no way he gets the out any other way. That was impressive.
And now it's going to be Adley Rutschman. Two outs. Hitting the air out to center field. Bliss sizing this one up. And that is the 3rd out of the inning. But not before they answer back with a solo home run. It's now 9-5. Game 5 of the ALCS. And now the first baseman, Luke Raley. Lifted in the air down the left side. And there's one down. So digging in, Randy Arozarena. That one finds the zone. Strike one. He swings and fouls one off. On the ground to third. Whips it to Mountcastle. They get the out on Arozarena. So here comes Rowdy Tellez.
This is important. If he can go 1, 2, 3 here, will be a very positive sign for him and for his team.
Pitch is in there. It's 0-1. To the right side, Mateo. And it's a 1-2-3 inning. Nobody left for Seattle as they can't add to their 9-5 lead. Gregory Santos gets the call from the pen.
And he's got a nice lead to work with, so he should come in throwing strikes, attacking these hitters.
Now the number 2 hitter, Tyler O'Neill. Close one, doesn't get the call. And that is ball 1. There's the strike. That one hammered, but pulled foul. Got him swinging for the strikeout. Ugly cut on the slider for strike 3.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention. Even if you're sitting on the pitch, good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
Towards first. Raley takes it to the bag, and a couple of quick outs.
Now back, the designated hitter, Ahmed.
2 outs, base is empty. Ahmed Rosario, the next to hit for the Orioles. 0 for 2 in this one. Gets the bunt down the right side, and a foul ball. Puts a bunt down. Raley. He takes it on his own, and the Orioles set down in order. All set for the top of the 6th. Now the third baseman, Austin Shenton. Kramer back to work. That one almost got him. The 1-0. And that's outside. Check swing, and he went. And a count 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
Swings and blasts one deep to left center. Back there. And forget it. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add on. It's 10-5. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boog. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dish. Well, he took the split finger that was away and stayed on playing with it nicely. That's one of the most difficult pitches to square up. He just did it, and right there, he was a professional hitter.
Jorge Polanco up next for the Mariners. Fastball for a strike. Next pitch is outside.
Just missed with that backdoor breaking ball. If he gets a swing and miss or called strike, 0-2 count. Instead, it's 1-1. Look for him to go back to that pitch later in this at bat.
And that misses. 2-1. Nobody on, nobody out with a run in here in Game 5 of the ALCS. Ripped on the ground to second. Mateo sends it to first. And Polanco is out. So the lineup flips over. And the batter now, Victor Robles. 1 for 3. A swing and a miss. And that's strike 1.
All 1's the count.
And now it's even up.
1-1.
Just off the outside edge. Swings through that one. 1 out, base is empty, and a run in. And we're in the top half of the 6th. And down on strikes he goes. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Ryan Bliss will hit next. That one finds the zone, and that's strike one. Hot shot to first base, and he snags it to end the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. It's down to 5 at 10-5 now. And we're back. Bottom of the 6th inning. Now it's the right fielder, Colton Cowser. First pitch, and he just misses. Next offering is fouled back. Popped up. Polanco. And it's caught for the out.
Next to the Orioles, the center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Cedric Mullins. And first offering is fouled off. One down, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. The 0-2. And they'll do it again. Base is empty, one away here in the bottom of the 6th. And ring him up, says Patrick Johnson. That's a strikeout. Jordan Westburg getting ready to hit. It's interesting, he plays kind of a power spot defensively, but runs pretty well. So when you're looking at that position, you're not expecting someone that has maybe above average speed, but he does. And it's into the gap. Makes the turn and heads for second. And he's in there standing up with a 2-out double.
Went up there looking to be aggressive and got something he could handle. I love the approach he had right there with that pitch. Not trying to do too much, but still looking to drive it, and that's exactly what he's able to do into the opposite field gap for the double.
And into the box for Baltimore, Ryan Mountcastle. Swings through that.
And I think that skill set really upgrades the position, because when you have that kind of speed, it makes the whole team that much better.
What about him playing another position on defense, one that would require a little more range?
Absolutely, and I think if push came to shove where...
Oh, now this ball's going to get through, and that's a base hit. The run comes in from second. So, runner at second, 2 down. Jorge Mateo now. Foul ball. Mountcastle at second with 2 down. And there's a foul ball. In the air, left side. Arozarena gets under it. Brings it in, and that is that. But they pick up one run on the RBI single. It's now a 10-6 ball game. Back now at Oriole Park, and now the center fielder, Julio Rodriguez. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he. So a new arm out of the bullpen for the Orioles, Brian Baker.
Orioles, number 33. Brian Baker.
And the first offering is not close.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away. Well, he had to make the perfect play up the middle, be able to square himself up with the shoulders enough to be able to make a strong, accurate throw to first, and I thought that was an infield hit all the way.
Cal Raleigh, the next to hit. High fly ball, pretty well struck out towards right center. That one is back. Going, gone. That one felt good. He's done it again. His second homer of the game. And they add a run. It's 11-6. That's their fifth homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Boog, I wasn't sure he hit that one as hard as he needed to get it out of here, but it had just enough behind it for the homer. What an attempt at the wall, though. He really gave a terrific effort to try and bring that one back.
One down, and here's the first baseman, Luke Raley. That one catches the zone. That's strike one.
One's the count.
Baker, a 6'6" righty. He features a four-seam fastball, a slider, a changeup, and he occasionally uses a curve. Pitch in the dirt, and the count even 1-1. One run across in the frame so far here in the late stages of Game 5. Ripped to third and caught.
That'll drive you crazy as a hitter if you let it. I mean, he couldn't have hit that ball more on the screws than he did, and yet he's got nothing to show for it. Hang with him. I know the feeling.
Randy Arozarena up next for the Mariners. That's in there, and that is strike one.
0-1.
And ball one.
He's great hitting the ball the other way, and that pitch did a good job to straighten him up a bit. Mission accomplished.
Next
Ball
offering is down low.
You got 2 balls, 1 strike.
This one in the air. Mountcastle under it. Makes the play, and it's out number 3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Edwin Uceta.
Edwin Uceta.
And now Adley Rutschman.
The catcher, Adley Rutschman.
Ball one, no strikes. That clips the corner.
No need to offer that
One
pitch
ball,
until
one
you get
strike.
to 2 strikes. It's just a low percentage of success when you want to try to go after that down and away pitch.
Fastball for a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That's towards center. Rodriguez hauls it in for the out. And there's one away. Tyler O'Neill, the next to hit for the Orioles. And that one fouled off. Stays alive. The Mariners leading by 5 here at the bottom of the 7th. Gets a piece and stays alive. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Two down, bases empty. And now the shortstop, Gunnar Henderson. 0 for 3 in this one. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
0-1's the count.
Swing and a ball hit out towards left center field. Pulls it in on the run. And that is that. We're at the top of the 8th. In now is the Mariners DH, Rowdy Tellez. And first offering is fouled off. Fastball is outside. Liner snagged at first.
Nothing you can do about those as a hitter. Even though you know that, they still drive you absolutely crazy.
And stepping in for the Mariners, Austin Shenton, looking for his 3rd home run of the game.
Yeah, he blasted his 2nd of the game in the 6th inning. This guy looks like he's playing on beginner mode in this one.
Beginner mode is where it's at, Chris. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Foul ball there. And a swing and a miss there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
That one drifts inside.
And that's awfully close. I don't know how you take that. He's seeing the ball out of the pitcher's hand really well right now.
Oh, that hit him. Still able to get it there in time. So a tough play, but they do get out number 2. And now they'll hustle out to check on him. That was quite a shot he took as you see him down on a knee.
Yeah, clearly in some real pain, but he will not want to come out of this game if he doesn't have to. It's looking to me like he's going to try to shake it off and continue.
2 outs, base is empty. Now here is Jorge Polanco. 0 for 3 with 2 flyouts and a ground out. Sliced hard but foul. 2 down, nobody on. There's a swing and a drive. And that one is off the wall.
Well, that'll make you feel good as a hitter right there. Just a solid swing right there. Caught it out front and ripped it into the outfield for the base hit. Those always feel great.
Back to the top of the order, Victor Robles. Now at the plate. That's in there. Strike one. And that's a strike.
And at bat like this is almost over as it begins. In this situation, you have no idea what the next pitch is going to be. You just got to hope that you can make contact.
That's inside. And the count 1-2. Polanco off of first with 2 away. In the air, fairly deep to right field. And that'll do it. So 1 hit is all they get. Last half of the 8th coming up. It's the Mariners 11 and the Orioles 6. Back now, new pitcher on the mound as we roll into the bottom of the 8th, Drew Pomeranz.
He's got a wicked breaking ball in his arsenal, and it's definitely one of his go-to pitches when he needs an out.
Another batter down. Ahmed Rosario. First pitch misses. Right through there for a strike.
In this situation, you expect the batters to be a little more patient, possibly take until they get a strike. With that, you don't want to miss your opportunity to get ahead early in the count. He didn't right there.
Ground ball left side, and that squirts through. So a runner aboard to start the inning.
He kind of rolled over on this pitch a little bit, but he got enough behind it to shoot it through for a knock, and you'll take that anytime you can get him to find a hole.
So a man at first, and now Colton Cowser. Runner takes off, pitch misses. Safe at second, and he easily steals the bag. Runner in scoring position, nobody out. Here in Game 5 of the ALCS. And another ball.
If you're going to get something going, this is the time to do it. You get the leadoff man on. Everybody's got to look over the shoulder and say, I'm just going to keep the line moving. Don't try to do too much.
Fastball in for a strike, and it's 2-1.
Well, I think that pitch surprised all of us. Right down the middle, doesn't get a swing. Not very often you see a hitter lay off a cookie like that.
Swing, and this one's bounced on the ground. Zips it across. One gone to the bottom of the 8th. So up next, Cedric Mullins. And first offering is fouled off. And a swing and a miss.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout. Well done behind the dish.
Well, clearly just anxious right there, and understandably so. In an 0-2 count, you feel like you've got a lot of plate to cover, and you don't want to strike out, and you end up striking out. That's just one of those pitches where it's not over the plate, but because you committed to it as it was leaving his hand, by the time you realized it wasn't going to be in the zone, it's too late to hold up your swing.
Digging in, Jordan Westburg. Runner breaks for third. Swing and a fly ball well struck left field. Rodriguez puts it away, and the inning is over. 1 left for the Orioles. They're down 5. It's 11-6. We go to the ninth, and now for Seattle, Ryan Bliss. Baker back to work. Missed with a changeup, and it's 1-0. And that is out of play. Swings through that one for strike 2.
Clearly he was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with 2 strikes.
Goes down looking.
Well, just excellent location on that inside fastball. Really locked him up. And as a hitter, it's not typically what you're looking for. You're trying to protect away and then in, so you can be a little bit tardy with 2 strikes. Hard to tell if he was fooled or if he thought it would be called a ball, but either way, that's a really nice pitch.
Rodriguez in the box here lets that one go for a ball. Next offering is fouled back. Base is empty, 1 away here in the late stages of game 5. Late with the swing there.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
He's really good hitting the baseball the other way, so credit the pitcher for having him out in front of that pitch. Clearly he had him fooled.
And now the switch hitting catcher, Cal Raleigh. Misses off the plate. 1-0. 2 down, nobody on. Here at the top of the 9th. There's a strike.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
2 outs. This to third. Whips it to Mountcastle, and that is that. Offense held in check there. 8-9, 1-2 up in the bottom of inning number 9. It's the Mariners 11 and the Orioles 6. Colin Snyder will take over here.
Now pitching for Seattle, number 52, Colin Snyder.
And here is Ryan Mountcastle.
The first baseman, Ryan Mountcastle.
And that one is popped in the air, shallow center. Bliss makes the grab, 1 down.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
Number 3, second baseman, Jorge.
So digging in, Jorge Mateo. On the ground, right side. Polanco tosses to first. And the Orioles down to their final out.
Now batting, catcher, Adley.
Here's the catcher to hit, Adley Rutschman. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Way back there. He's got it. Ball game. And the Mariners slug their way to a win in this one.
In an elimination game, you see your season quickly coming to an end. It can be a bit nerve-wracking, but they were able to settle things down, come out and play really good baseball in this one. They get the win, and the series continues. Who knows? Maybe they'll get right back in it.
(11-6) the final in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.